1 second. Hold on there. Too many windows open. There's too many windows open. Well, here we are. I've had a few questions recently as to whether it's really me giving these presentations, talks, readings, whatever you want to call them, every day. And it's usually from people who have not yet opened it. If they opened it, they would absolutely know that it was me. So I'm going to put something in the description that indicates that it is me and tell people how to check it out. Should be kind of cool. So having got that off my plate, here is the reading for today. And it's pretty good reading, actually. It's an uplifting reading. It's Friday. It's the end of the work week. A lot of people are excited. Some of us have a 7-day week where we work somewhat on every day. Anyway, and some don't work at all, which is okay as well. So here we are. This is the reading for today. This is the reading for today, the 14th of March, 2025. And it's called The Gift of Joy. First quote is from This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes, and it's on page 89 of This Thing Called You. And it says, I am in the presence of radiant joy, of divine love, and of perfect power. I'm in the presence of radiant joy, of divine love, and of perfect power. And he capitalizes joy, love, and power. And in the Science of Mind textbook on page 482, he says, each is a center of the all, capitalized, and each has access to the all through each person's own nature. Okay, so let's see what Reverend Margaret has got to say and why she put those two quotes there. And this is Reverend Margaret. I believe that as spiritual beings, we come into life with natural spiritual inheritances that play out through the world of form and of circumstances. We don't have to do anything to get them. However, we may have to learn to recognize them and learn how to use them. There are 3 inheritances in particular that are my favorites, she says, and I will consider each of them in the following 3 guides. Okay. The first is joy, which is a natural, uplifting essence that can emerge at any time. We do not need a reason to feel joy. Consider this. Funerals and memorials are some of the saddest times in people's lives. Yet, often during these services, joy may suddenly appear, perhaps as a charming anecdote is shared, or just in the opportunity to think about a loved one. If we are thoughtful in our spiritual practices, we can make an open place for joy to appear. But it will underlie everything we do, even difficult things, because it is always with us. Then she goes on to say, happiness, as distinct from joy, is usually event-based. We're happy when things turn out the way we wish. We're unhappy when they don't, which is why we can't always count on the world of affairs to make us happy. It is joy, divinely given and never withheld, that can show up unbidden and for no particular reason. Perhaps we could come to count on it and anticipate its sudden delight. So often we do confuse joy and happiness. And happiness, as she says, it's more event-based. You know, you feel really happy when you've been striving to do something and it works out. But it's usually short-lived. Joy is something that's there all the time, and then it surfaces when things happen. So it's something that really is continually with us. There's a Rumi quote which I may not have got it exactly right, but it goes something like this. Rumi, the famous Persian poet of the Middle Ages, said, Ever since joy heard your name, it's been running through the streets trying to catch you. So, in other words, it's a natural thing. I really don't need to say an awful lot more about this because I think it kind of speaks for itself. Her affirmation, I'm the place where God stands forth in the world as me. It's been with us all month, it will be with us all month. Then I'm filled with joy. I smile at its quiet underpinnings, and I am its willing receptacle. So, joy to me is something which is with us always and surfaces on these occasions. Happiness is something that is just short lived and is ephemeral because it goes away. But joy isn't. It's sort of part of our nature that shows up now and again, whereas happiness is just something that kind of happens to us. Hey, that's my explanation. That's her explanation. What do you think? One thing I think about these readings is they always give me pause for thought, even when I don't agree with the writer. And as the ones of you who watched these for a while know, I don't always agree with the writers. I may agree with the broad concept. I may sometimes not agree with the broad concept, but that's very rare. But I usually find that I get along well with most of them. But I speak my truth. And if I don't agree, I'll say I don't agree. You know, we often brag, as I've said before, that we don't teach people what to believe, but how to believe. That's kind of true. It's kind of true. The reason why it's true is this, that we say, okay, this is our concept of reality. We believe that God is all there is and God is in and through and as everything. That's what we believe, you know? What you believe is up to you. And then we offer you spiritual and daily practices that can help you in your daily life. For instance, affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment, encouraging you to meditate, to have some quiet time, to reflect, to be in the moment, mindfulness, in other words. But nobody is saying, hey, this is how it is. In fact, Ernest Holmes said that the science of mind teaching, religious science, which is what we are, is a new thought. We're an expression of new thought. He always said that our belief system should be open at the top. And what he meant by that was that as we live and learn, new ideas come in, and we shouldn't reject them. Like a lot of teachings, religious and otherwise, have said, this is it. In fact, I think it was in the 19th century, the person in charge of the US Patent Office was thinking about closing it down because he said everything that could ever have been invented has been invented, so we don't need any more patents. It's all been invented, and that was like 150 years ago. You know how false that is, right? I mean, it's just completely utterly false. I don't even think the Big Bang Theory had been advanced at that time. Maybe it had, I'm not quite sure actually, but we knew that the Earth circled the sun and not the other way around, despite the church trying to beat up on Galileo to say that it was the other way around, that the sun circled around the Earth. What I'm saying is this: new ideas are always coming in, and nobody is trying to say to you, hey, this is the way it is, this is the way it always should be, this is what you got to believe, that's the end of the story. No. What we're saying is this is what we believe. By expressing your thoughts and feelings together, you believe, you can actually change the way that you interface with the world. You can bring about good in the world for yourself and others. These are teachings that we believe. And what we say is, try it out, see if it works. And if it doesn't work for you, fine. But if you do it properly, you'll find out it will work. There may be something in your conscious mind that blocks it. I don't know. So I just wanted to get that off my chest and say that, yeah, in a way, we don't teach you what to believe. We offer, how about this? We offer beliefs to you that we think will help you in life. And it's up to you whether you choose to accept them or not, which is different than some other religious teachings, which would tell you, if you don't believe this, you're going to hell. If you don't believe this, you'll spend half an eternity in purgatory, and so on and so forth. We've all got a different beliefs. The answer is we only know what we know right now. and we can always surmise what is beyond what we can see, feel, and touch. So that's it. Reverend Lisa will be back at 9:15 tomorrow morning. I'll be back about 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. It's a great day today. It's been a wonderful weather-wise time the last few days. Enjoy it if you live in this part of the world. If you're somewhere where you're getting storms, there are warnings, red flag warnings here for areas that are dry and windy. Fire danger warnings. So take note of those. And although I don't often tell people to look at their devices, mobile device, tablet, whatever, it does pay to take notice of warnings, weather warnings, whatever they are. So take note. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and then you can take care of others. And until next time, namaste.